Finished, all done and dusted. Zafira gone, and I'm on home. Today I'm going to give you my good, the bad and the ugly review of a Land Rover Discover Sport after owning it and driving it for 3 months. This is a HSE Black trim. And first the good. Well, obviously it's its looks. It's a Land Rover. It looks good parked up, it looks good when driving. It feels great when driving. Good. So the looks are the good part, and how you feel when you drive the car. It is a Land Rover after all. People do take notice when you're driving a Land Rover. They don't know that it's towards the bottom of the range, Land Rover range. They don't know, they think it's cost twice what you probably paid for it. So that's the good, which is the looks, and the drive. You feel good when driving it. Gives you a feel good factor. So now let's have a look at the bad. The bad is the materials they've used to build it. Cheap. Turn the lights off. Look, this plastic crap trim's already coming off. It's only 18 months old. So the bad is the materials they've used to build it with. It flex a lot. Squeaky noises, rattling sound coming from there when I bought it. And this is at the upper trim of the range. Look, they sold it to me with that rip there. That's Hunters Chapter. Look, flattened, it rattles, flexes when driving, makes a rattling noise. Hunters Inchcape Hunters sold me the car with that rip. So the bad is the quality of the materials used to build it. It might look great, but the quality is poor. I'll show you something else. Let's open the boot. Look, these seats don't even go perfectly flat. The back seats. You know what, Zafira did a better job. There's a little gap when you move the seats forward, this thing can fall through. It all feels cheap, plastic cheap. And this is a HSE Black model, so it's not at the bottom of the trim range, it's towards the top. So the quality of the materials used is poor, bad. Yeah, that's the bad. Now I'm going to show you the ugly. We've had the good. Well, I'll take you for a spin and show you the good, how it drives in a minute. I've shown you the bad, the quality of the materials, even though this is a higher trim. Now I'm going to show you the ugly. What's ugly up there? Let's turn this off. 26th of February 2018, 3 months since I bought it.
To jobs and livelihoods.
But we wouldn't be able to negotiate around trade deals, would we? Okay,
let's turn the... Right, let's go to Eco Data. I'll show you the ugly advanced trip, historical data, trip B, She's in eco mode. That is the ugly. It's fuel economy. Look, I've done 243 miles in eco mode, and it's giving me an average fuel consumption of 26.1 miles per gallon. Just look at that. Think about that. 26.1 is half Land Rover sales bitch of 53.3. Is that not ugly? The fuel economy of a Land Rover Discover Sport is ugly. So there you have it, the good, the bad and the ugly. The good is the looks and the general driving of the car. You feel good when you drive it. There's no doubt in that. After all, it's a Land Rover. And who knows, people don't know that this costs half what they think it costs. They probably think it costs 70, 80. No, it's less than half that. So that's the good. The bad is the quality of the materials used. They're pretty cheap. You know, flex, rattle and roll when driving. And ugly is the fuel economy. You are going to be so disappointed when you start to drive this car in terms of fuel economy. It is nothing short of ugly. 243.3 miles driven in eco mode, and it gives me 26.1 mpg. That is ugly. So now let's get back to the good. Let's take it for a spin. And it's snowing. It should be well suited for snow. Let's take it for a quick spin. You feel good driving a Land Rover Discover Sport, especially when it's been washed and polished, waxed, washed, waxed, polished. You feel good driving it. It is a good drive. Handling is good. It responds well. The steering is very easy, very responsive. You're high up, sat up high up than the other cars. With a good view. Well, apart from out of the back. The view out of the back is rubbish. You've got this tiny back. That's another bad. Tiny back window. We've got 3 adults sat in the back seat. You know, you got no view. So basically you need to have 2 adults on each end and a child in the middle. Otherwise you can't see anything out of the back window. So that's a little bad. Driving wise, you can't beat a Land Rover Discover Sport for the price. Range goes up to, I think, £150,000 at least. You're driving. Well, it's not the bottom one. The other one, the Evoque, is the bottom of the range, I think. It looks similar to a Discovery Sport. It's at the bottom of the range. This, a 7-seater for the price, is excellent. After all, it's a Land Rover. Getting a 7-seater Land Rover brand new for about 42 and 18-month-old for around 32. You can't beat it. This is a higher trim as well, HSE Black. So if you're thinking of getting a Land Rover, yeah, I do. Would I still buy a Land Rover Discover Sport after having owning and driven it for 3 months and finding out the good, the bad and the ugly points? And my answer is yes, I would still buy a Land Rover Discover Sport. even though it's got ugly fuel economy of half. You know, I wasn't expecting 53.3. I thought maybe it'll get to 40. It's not even 30. I suppose if you drive it on motorways mostly, then you will get into the mid 30s. City driving mostly, you got no chance. So would I buy one? Yes, I would still buy one because it looks good, it drives well, you feel good driving a Land Rover Discover Sport. So I would still buy one and still recommend it to potential buyers because it looks good, it drives well, and it's good for the price. As long as you take note of the bad points, is the quality of the materials used, they're cheap. A bit cheaper than what you would expect for a Land Rover. And of course, the ugly is the fuel economy. So yes, I enjoy driving the Land Rover Discover Sport. It is good to drive. Looks, you feel good in it. Another thing I should say about the Land Rover is the sat nav. That is rubbish. There's a lag. When the voice is talking about a street, it's not. You're not on that street or near it. You're either gone past it or you're well before it. So the sat nav is rubbish. Bad. What else is bad? Sorry, the view out of the back's bad. The way the boot, the backs, the third row seats, they're a bit bad, cheap. Again, it comes back to the cheap trim. They don't go flat completely. Obviously, if you push something heavy on them, then they'll be flat. But it's a bit bad looking. Now the good points is the radio works, the Bluetooth works. It's got the lights are good once you get used to them. So once you left them on, the auto on and off, I just turn them off and on. The handling is good, as you can see. So that's basically it. And of course, there's only one ugly bit. Oh yeah, another ugly bit. I'm gonna mention this. Your service, your oil change, that's not going to be at 21,000. It's going to be around 14,000 because it goes down fast. It's going down currently at the rate of 5 miles per mile driven. That's what the service indicator is. So that's another ugly bit about the car. It's not a service every 21,000 miles or 2 years. You're gonna need an oil service long before that, probably around 14,000 miles. That's 7,000 less, 1/3 less. So that's the good, the bad, and the ugly review. The main ugly bit is, the main good is the looks and the drive. The main bad is the quality of the materials used, the sat nav. That's the reverse camera. That's good because you can't see nothing out of the back. So it does come in useful. So do subscribe for new videos in this Land Rover Discovery series.